So next up, we're going to be checking out TF2 Spy Psychology. Spy has a gun, which honestly, I had no idea. No one ever mentioned Spy has a gun. No one has told me this. And it's not like there has been maybe 8 videos prior to and other multiple people talking about Spy that has mentioned that, because it never gets mentioned. I know, shocking. This is by Jontohil2. I've checked out a lot of their Spy Psychology series, and it's actually really useful to figure out how to play other people, because the way he approaches Spy is getting into everyone else's head to figure out what the hell you're doing. And it's kind of awesome, because as someone who has no idea what they're doing at any time, figuring out what I should be doing by someone else telling me how to fuck it up is actually very helpful, and it's kind of embarrassing, but it does work. So we're going to move on and see where this goes. Also, Zero, you mentioned, fun fact, you had a month of paid vacation because your boss could find no work for you. That sounds amazing. Like, unironically amazing. I wish I could say that. My bosses always find work. My God. The international man of mystery. I can't do his accent. I'm trying to do a French accent. I am not doing a French accent. Oh, he went all out on this intro. Ooh, love the bars. The visualization of the music. If he does the circle and he just shoots the camera through it, it's going full Bond, man, which is kind of what it's meant for. I like the tune, though. Like a good jazz beat. I thought he'd go full Bond there, shoot the camera.
Hey, look,
guess
buddy.
not.
I'm a spy, and I solve practical problems. The gun. As a spy, you have it.
Yes.
Yes, the knife will get most of your kills, but the knife has a limited amount of range.
Yeah.
And this is where this thing comes in. And these things come in later.
What do they do, anyways?
The gun is so underutilized that the phrase, spy has a gun, has become my running joke. And a bit of a motto
Is it a
for the
joke,
spies who watch this series. You think about it, you tell it to
No
others.
thoughts, no
you
gun.
play with it on every spy-related thing. Recite it every night before bed, and vandalize local property with it.
No, this is not a joke. I've had multiple people come into my stream and say, Spy has a gun. It's also been a thing that appeared on more than just my TF2 reaction videos. And I kind of find it funny, so I'm okay with it.
Please don't do that last one.
Yes, do the last one.
Talk about
Commit
how
crime.
Spy has a gun. Finally, I am making the long-requested video on specifically that.
Oh my God.
Here is how the gun works.
You shoot people. If that's actually how it goes, I'm going to stop right here, man. Ugh.
The revolver is a hit-scan weapon.
Hmm?
The moment you fire, the game instantly draws a line straight down your crosshair, and if it collides with another player, it counts as a hit.
Oh.
But if you fire another shot within 1.25 seconds, it will randomly deviate from your crosshair, and this has more of an impact at longer distances.
So in other words, you have one really accurate shot to pick someone off, but you're not going to be trying to finish someone off alone with the gun. Okay.
It has a base damage of 40, its maximum damage at close range is 60, its minimum damage at long range is 21, and critical hits always deal 120 damage regardless of range.
Oh. Oh, that is a lot oh. Because if anyone has taken any damage, you basically have a sniper. Maybe not as much damage, but if you can always get a headshot with a first shot that is not going to deviate, yeah, that seems useful for picking off enemies.
And that's really it. The stock revolver is a very simple weapon to understand on a mechanical level.
You shoot people, they die.
Let's throw in a few tips for actually using it.
If you're good at aiming at range,
One,
though.
Space out your shots, especially at longer ranges.
Yeah.
Waiting between firing can reduce or negate the random spread that occurs on subsequent shots.
And the timing of it would be right when he tries to put it in, like the first click, you can immediately shoot again.
2, practice.
That's the thing I
Aiming
don't
with it
do.
can be harder than you think, so practice it with things like TR Walkway or just go out of your way to use it in pubs.
Yeah, can you imagine having good hand-eye coordination? I can't.
3,
Also, I'm being told, according to Bill, the only gun that does crits on headshot is the Ambassador. Then how would the first gun even have crits at all, then?
do not underestimate its power.
Or is it just a random
If your
generation?
shots connect, it does respectable damage.
Watch, as I am just below medium range. It takes 1, 2, 3 shots to kill the light class.
And that's why they have the squares around here, so you can visualize the range differences. Okay.
Also observe, as you can see the health of enemy players, unlike the other classes.
But what about me?
Shut up!
But the point is, stock is a very consistent revolver. But back to my running joke. I have it as such to drill that phrase into people's heads. But I think it's worth
It's worse
explaining
because he
the point
censored it.
why.
Also, according to Martin, so crits on a headshot are a specific gun, but normally crits are completely random. That kind of sucks. I thought it'd be like location related, but if it's not, oof, that would bug me.
So, let's explain the joke. And as they say, dissect the
Hello, it is I, the Frog. I am currently being brutally dissected and being compelled by the voices to explain the funny. The idea.
Okay. That is not what I was expecting. Random LCD frog. Someone was licking it.
That Spy has a gun doesn't mean you should constantly use it on innocent bystanders at all times, even if you really, really want to. Instead,
Murder
keep it in
frog,
your
got
pocket
it.
and use it at a deviously opportune moment.
Did I start watching a Reggie video without realizing it? This feels more like a Reggie video suddenly. Hey, Hobbit, welcome back, man.
Use the gun against guys running towards you. Participate in an active fight. Fire upon Clifford, who is standing up. How the fuck? Or
did that
engage
make you
guys
so
running
calm?
away from you. Officer, it was self-defense. No, do not arrest me. Do you know who I am? I will defend myself against you. Just because you have the Second Amendment doesn't mean you should exercise it at every possible moment.
Except neither of us live in America.
Yeah, true.
Oh my
done?
god. What is even this?
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Oh my god. Also, I'm being told it's Martin Cinto Pants. I have no idea who that is. I might have seen their videos, though.
So, let's start with the first question. When?
When to use it? When someone is near dead?
Now, yes, you have a gun. But unless you're going out of your way to drop all stealth and play Gun Spy, most of your kills are still going to be a result of the knife.
Is Gun Spy a main way to play him? You know, considering he just said it, it actually makes sense. But how would that even look? Also, candy striped.
If someone doesn't know you are there and is facing away from you, the knife will work just fine.
Yeah.
The gun is instead there for the scenarios where the knife doesn't work. Most often, when people already know you are there, you could try and recreate those epic frag montages you've seen, or you can just shoot him.
What?
A lot of people tend to see Spy as a free kill.
Wait, what did he say? Precisely 0.57825 seconds later. Oh, exactly
and
how
they're
long it
often
took.
caught off guard when the Spy actually shoots them. You can get into the enemy's head and see the exact moment at which they start to realize that you can hit your shots. That, or they continue running at you and die really awkwardly.
Or in my case, I randomly walk into bullets that I fired because the lag is so horrible I managed to shoot myself. Don't know what happened, but it did. It's been recorded.
You can get moments like this, where the enemy Spy underestimates the power of the revolver, runs at you trying to trick stab,
Yeah,
and
getting a
doesn't
crit
know
there.
what to do when you just pull out your gun and start shooting them.
Oh my god!
The basic rule
Yeah.
is, if knife don't work, gun. If gun don't work,
Knife. Run.
run.
Oh, yep. Run.
Some other
Knife,
good
gun,
scenarios
run.
for your gun are low health players outside of your knife's range, some low health player retreating to a health pack, getting bored and becoming a DPS class, or using your ability to see enemy health is also really helpful in picking fights.
So he's the only one who can do that. This is actually confusing me because I started learning how to play TF2 only with these videos about Spy. So I thought, oh, so you just get a representation of how everyone's health is the entire time. And I was kind of confused when I didn't see it. Makes a lot more sense now. This would be the downside of starting to learn the entire game through a specific framework of one class. Who'd have thought that would ever have problems? Also, Hobbit in the chat. Just so you know, you already done enough to get a video choice, so pick what you like.
You can often tell which fights you'll have an advantage in, or, as mentioned before,
Very
finish off
good
the
aim.
poor guy running to a health pack. by spontaneously becoming the other pick class.
Oh my god.
In fact, the revolver is far more effective at range than shotguns,
Really?
and especially if you can dodge
Oh.
projectiles. Not to mention the, yeah. But also note that the knife from the front does 40 damage.
Oh.
So if your opponent is just below that threshold and really
The
close
knife
to
is
you,
just better.
you can just finish them off British style.
Huh.
It's also good against Razorback snipers, as they tend to turn towards you after the second shot. Anyway, we've talked about stock, but what about the other 4? There are 3 categories I like to split them up into. Consistently good, kinda situational, and cursed.
Why is it cursed?
Stock fits into the
Considering how he's been doing a lot of his stuff, cursed is either it's horribly bad or it's something that is so incredibly broken if used in one very specific way that you should never actually use it because it's never going to be useful except for the one time where it breaks the game. The last one actually sounds fun though.
consistently good category. But then there's the other one that shares that status.
Let's try. Oh, people have told me about this one. Doesn't that affect
This
the...
gun's name is in Spanish.
I thought it was
Nobody but
German.
me knows it's pronounced as. This gun has the stats of plus 40% cloak duration, plus 15% cloak on hit, but a 20% damage penalty.
Yeah.
Now, the revolver has the lowest base damage of any of the revolvers. How could it be consistently good? Well, that's because of the plus 40% cloak duration you get just by equipping it.
Yeah.
That
So in other words, this is the gun for people who forget that Spy has a gun. That makes sense.
is big.
It's also
10
very
seconds
large.
Cloak, pitiful. How about 14 seconds? Has your cloak run out and you need to escape? Guess what? Plus 15% cloak on hit. Cloak and dagger is movement sensitive. Well, now it's a bit less sensitive and less likely to go on an argument on twitter.com. Wait. Having the increased cloak
Fake bird website.
allows you to get further with your cloak, worry less about managing it, and be more patient with your decloaks. But be wary. If you use it
It's
too
only
much,
14
you may
seconds.
develop a case of cloak management disorder, a condition that is caused by reliance on the extra cloak that makes you struggle to use any revolver besides the revolver. Thankfully,
Which probably also distorts how you play because you then forget Spy has a gun because of over-reliance. Which, oddly enough, is not just a one-time thing with this. You actually see that kind of issue with other people when they have a very good solution. I mean, there is a reason the phrase is, if all you have is hammers, everything is a nail. I'm butchering it, but technically it works.
it is not terminal and can be treated with some stock revolver therapy. Though it's not just a tool
I'm pretty sure that's called just living in Miami.
for newer spies, as it's also good if you're trying to adopt a more patient playstyle. You can wait with your cloak for longer and observe the enemy more. It's an especially good combo with the cloak and dagger. You can negate the reduced cloak of the Your Eternal Reward. Its cloak on hit is the only thing that can restore the cloak of the Dead Ringer. But you may be thinking, okay, so it's just good for its passive buff, but due to the damage penalty, it isn't useful in combat, right?
Still a gun?
Nope. Even with the you should still shoot it at people in the same scenarios as you'd use stock. It has the lowest
You just
base
need a
damage of
shot.
all the revolvers, but it's still consistently good. Now, we go to the kinda situational guns.
In other words, a hit scan weapon is still a hit scan weapon if you get the right shot. The Ambassador. That is a cool looking gun, man.
This gun has the single upside of getting critical hits on headshots, making
Oh?
it the only non-sniper rifle weapon that can headshot.
Oh! So literally this was probably the guy who plays a gunslinger spy.
And its downsides are
Everything else?
Then
Oh! 20% slower firing speed, no random critical hits, minus 50% penalty damage. So in other words, you're only there for headshots. Yeah.
no, Jungle Inferno, no.
They nerfed it?
Stop. So the idea of this gun is that it rewards skilled aim with crit damage, but resulting in less DPS if you can't hit headshots, or just can't hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I acknowledge I'm that guy. I'm not going to hit a shot.
However, there is another thing that the game doesn't tell you, because headshots only count when there is no bullet spread, meaning
What?
you need to space out your shots. However, back in 2017, when Jungle Inferno released, They made the Ambassador the only weapon that has its critical hits affected by range.
What?
Now, sure, Spy isn't supposed to be Sniper, so that's not entirely unfair, right? Well, sure, I don't disagree with that, but, they went a bit overkill. If it went...
Oh. Oh, that's bad. So the range fall off is really bad, so you have to be an upfront gunslinger, but you also fire slower. I'll be honest, if you made this gun only good at close range, but he can fire really damn fast, that actually is a really fun gameplay style.
For this nerf, this gun would still be in the consistently good category. But be warned!
Yeah?
Because using this gun makes you go for headshots, which is only like 10% of the hitbox, I think, because I can't be bothered doing the math instead I just eyeballed it. You may actually miss more shots entirely than if you just went with the stock revolver. Because...
More damage.
These days, this thing only really shines at close-ish range, where it can clutch 1v1s, and also deal with Razorback snipers, as a single headshot, followed up by a quick body shot, can kill them quicker than most of them can react. That, or they have an incredibly bad case of tunnel vision.
Yeah, that would happen. Hello there.
Anyway,
He's
the
also
Ambassador's
doing
good at close
it.
range if you can aim headshots. Otherwise, literally any other revolver is better.
In other words, I'm never going to use that one. The Enforcer. Green? It's a snub nose, too.
The Enforcer. The gun. Of time.
Oh?
Okay.
It has the upsides of plus 20% damage while disguised. Of time.
Okay.
It has the upside.
Did he just have a random Miku voice going, okay? All right. Sure. Now I'm going to have in my head forever, this is the Miku gun. That's all I have. Also, Hobbit, you do more Rubik's Raptor, Voice of the Void? Yeah, sure. I think I have the next one. Yep, because I missed one during the stream, the subathon, so we have one to do still.
It's of plus 20% damage while
Actually, two.
disguised, and it pierces all damage resistances. The downsides are 20% firing speed penalty, and no random crits. The latter is barely a downside. Since the damage bonus only applies while disguised,
Is it no? I mean, but oh, the pierces damage resistance. That's probably what makes it work better. Yeah.
it effectively only applies to your first shot. So, it's capable of two-shotting Razorback snipers at point blank.
Ah.
And if you go for the memes and team up with a crits medic, crits can one-shot light classes.
Wait. A medic can give you crit. Oh.
Oh shit! No, sentry gun!
But when this gun is put up against most types of damage resistance, it simply says, "Who asked?" and like an absolute Giga Chad, proceeds to completely bypass them.
Ooh.
The resistances of bypasses are Vaccinated Bullet Resistance, Vaccinated Uber Bullet Resistance, Spine Visibility, Battalion's Backup Rage.
Yeah, can we go to the 75% it ignores? Holy shit, Mound.
Brass Beast Spin Up, Natasha Low Health, Fists of Steel, Wrangler Shield, and Dead Ringer.
Huh, he's as good
Note
against
that
other
this only
spies.
applies to damage resistances, not immunities.
Oh.
So damage and crit immunities are not bypassed. Also, a couple of resistances are bugged and aren't bypassed.
Oh.
Because, of course they are.
Flies.
Still spaghetti. These are all manpower power-ups and the hidden Sapper armor mechanic on sentries.
Oh.
With the Vaccinator, Spy now counters it harder than he already did, since it lacks melee resistance. The Wrangler Shield, which is arguably overpowered, is also completely shut down by the Enforcer. Sentries are very quirky and don't care about damage fall off when taking damage. You can shoot them from far.
Oh. So in other words, they're essentially good for anything that doesn't know they're there. But if you can shoot them, you better have more than one person.
Far away or up close, and they will still take the same amount of damage. Abusing this with the Enforcer will probably annoy the local engineer so much he'll die of cardiac arrest.
Oh my god.
Also, the Dead Ringer just gets completely screwed by this weapon, as all the damage resistances it's supposed to give are completely nullified. It can even one-shot them at point blank if they're using the cooldown. Fists of Steel are also typically used for
So
escapes
it's good for
or
anti-spy
tanking
as
damage.
well.
And yet again, the Enforcer completely screws this up. But the overall problem with this upside is that TF2 isn't some roguelike with a huge amount of resistances. So being able to bypass them only really comes into play in a few scenarios. But the downsides are...
So basically, it's good if someone's playing that way, but they might not be. And then you're just like, oh, well, okay. It doesn't really apply. So it's nice to have, but you kind of don't need it.
Are also somewhat negligible. It just sort of exists. I get that this is definitely an opinion, and some people really like this gun. And you know what? More power to you. It's fun for me sometimes. But then, there is the cursed one.
Why is it cursed? Because I'm starting with the Diamondback? Okay, that is actually a very slick-looking gun.
This is the Diamondback.
Why is it cursed?
It rewards you with a guaranteed critical hit for every backstab and building sapped. That has the potential to be stupidly powerful.
I'm sorry, it does what? Okay, there has to be some kind of absurd downside to make that not nearly as crazy. Like, you go in, you shoot someone, you go in, you shoot someone, you go in, you shoot someone, and it's like, close range, long range, close range, long range. There has to be some absurdly bad downside. That seems way too overpowered otherwise.
As it just rewards you for doing your job as spy. So, what are the downsides to balance this out?
It's probably pretty bad. No random critical hits, 15% damage penalty. That's it? Okay. Yeah. No, I go with my initial thought that either the cursed one was going to be absurdly horrible or something broken that is absolutely unfun to play against. And I see which side we're on here. This is the gun of gunning. One Wing Angel from Final Fantasy VII. Yep, that's the right tone. How many critical hits was it? Gives one guaranteed critical hit. Okay. Wait. For each building destroy... Oh, or backstabs. Oh, it's not one after the other. If you get a bunch of critical hits, then you're stored up. Oh. Is it between lives or in a single life? Like, if it's balanced out by a single life, that might be fine, because if you die, okay, yeah. But if it carries over between lives, like through the entire match, oh, that is absolutely broken, man. Like, late game spy becomes even better. Does it reset? Mindless electrons. Fueled by training bots.
I'm going to save this gun for a different video. It is cursed. Just...
Oh, it is a single life? At least there's that. What the fuck,
The
man?
gun is really good.
Yeah.
Some are more consistent than others, but at the end of the day, it's an option you have.
There is a right
Do
choice,
not
though.
neglect it, because you'll be surprised at how powerful of a weapon it is.
Guaranteed critical hits. Just based on playing the job. Yeah, that would do it. Ooh. Also, just to bring this in. It's taking a while to catch up, but I'll let this go. So, animation, you mentioned, hey, Airier, when Zero wants a refund, don't forget to add this donation there, because this is a thank you for to Zero for giving me a month of membership. Also, a thank you to Zero, you really appreciate it. Oh, hello, Airier, didn't see you there. Yeah, Zero did a whole bunch of gifted memberships earlier, and I guess this is their way to thank Zero for doing it. Not sure why to me, but thank you. Also, if it helps, the membership is only $2. Like, you get all the stuff I put up for free anyways, but yeah. Thank you very much, man.
Never forget, Spy has a gun.
My God. And now we get the montage. The guy's name was Killjoy? That's awesome. It is weird seeing him do a montage without any stabbing. Wait, did he just... Oh, it was ignoring him completely. We just shot the medic or the engineer. Oh, dude.
Hey everyone, this video took about 2 months to make if you couldn't tell.
God damn,
So
I mean, it was a long one for him.
appreciate it if you can help boost this video in the algorithm by engaging with it.
Yes.
please, or even
Just
help me out
going
directly
to
with
go
channel
down
memberships,
there.
which gives you
Oh, I didn't
awesome
subscribe yet.
perks. Because, I'll be blunt, if I'm going to continue making videos like this,
That's embarrassing.
I need the support, and like I said,
Yeah, if
I
anyone else
really
has
appreciate
definitely
it.
not pulled a me
Oh, yeah,
and
one last thing.
not subscribed,
If even
go
one of you
fix
makes
that.
the unfunny ha 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 Spy doesn't have a gun joke, I am going to detonate the sticky bombs that I've laid on this hoovie.
Do it.
I'll do it.
Do it. Do it, you monster. He failed to do it. I am disappointed. Also, they have so many bits of fan art. Oh my god. Dude, I love this series. Although, like I mentioned before, not knowing that the health pools being visible was only a Spy thing did throw me off at first. It's very useful. It's probably why Spy gets it, because it's one of their best features. Either way, this is awesome. Although I will fully admit, I'm a little embarrassed that I never remembered to subscribe this entire time. Yeah, don't be a me. Go subscribe to this guy. That's actually very embarrassing. Yeah, so you guys know the deal. Links below, original video, hit it up. And according to Martin, hoovies are national treasures. They give you sandwich. Okay, maybe it'd be wrong to blow up the hoovie. I'm a monster. Sue me. See you guys in the next one. Adios.